Happy day, happy day, happy day. I want to talk to you about Mars today. There's a lot of Mars action happening in the sky. Mars is conjunct the south node. It is opposite the north node. And it's right around kind of where the new moon is going to be on the 14th. So that's just a potent dose of Mars energy for us all to experience. Mars is the warrior, so sometimes we take that energy and we become like a warrior. We become militant, we become dictatorial, we become aggressive, we are more likely to fall into old patterns of expressing anger and expressing frustration. And coincidentally, the moon is also in Cancer Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week. So when the moon is in a water sign, our emotional body is closer to the surface. This is important. When our emotional body is easier to access, when we can feel our feelings a little bit more, we don't typically feel as practical, as rational, and those feelings can, when we feel something that's uncomfortable, we respond by trying to rearrange the outside environment to make us feel better on the inside. And that can really help us to fall back into some of our old patterns around anger and frustration. So the other day, my fire alarm let me know that the batteries were low, and this wasn't a subtle alert. This was a screaming battle cry that the alarm system was just echoing through my apartment. Usually they give you little chirps that are just like, hey, hey, hey. But this was a full-blown scream. I needed to address it right away. It wasn't something that I could put off. Didn't have an opportunity to. I just needed to handle it. And that I find when we are rearranging our external environment in order to feel better on the inside, we are setting ourselves up to get more of those screaming alerts, those screaming kind of instances that we need to handle, that we need to address, that we just can't ignore anymore. So as our emotional bodies are more sensitive, as we're picking up on more things that are happening in our internal world, I want you to switch gears to think about those as that little chirp, that little warning sound, or maybe a GPS sound that is just a little GPS. It's letting you know that something isn't quite right on the inside. And instead of moving to avoid it, rearranging things out here to feel better inside, sit with it, be curious about it, be investigative, and see what there is for you to learn from that thing, so it doesn't get to this big, loud screaming point of needing to be addressed right away.